There was a book I saw in the children's library where like these two daughters like take turns having sex with their dad and everything. It was like crazy.
That's gross. I don't even know the name.
That's the Bible.
Whatever.
That's the Bible, George.
I'm not getting
It's the Bible. We're going to go see George Santos right now.
George Santos.
King of the grift. I mean, Trump is the king of the grift, but Santos...
He's the prince. He's the...
Prince.
Who's the guy that they have flouncing around in the back of a...
Court jester?
Yeah, he's the court jester of grift.
The court jester. Troll. 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 Jordan Peterson. Jordan Peterson.
Oh, the smartest man alive there. Okay, you're going to go out there. I'm going to say some smart stuff about communism, okay? And you're going to change minds. You're going to change minds.
Okay, communism. Right.
Communism.
We're communism.
Wait, hold on. Good or bad today?
I mean, Venezuela. Fuck. Okay, damn it.
Breathe. Don't talk about Venezuela. You know how that...
Yeah. How we doing? Really good. We're feeling good.
Okay.
Hello, how are you?
Maximilian,
how are you?
How you doing?
Yeah.
I'm here. This is the man.
Any adversities to pink? Because it's very pink.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
no,
just-
trust. Well, I mean, is it going to clash? Because if it clashes, we're going to have to change it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
There you go.
Hey,
Remember, poor people bad. Poor people bad. Poor people bad.
Poor people.
by any
Right.
chance, like a skinny straw? 'Cause I think I'm gonna take my tea on set.
Oh. Watch out.
Jordan Peterson. 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 Jordan Peterson.
Okay, that's good.
There you go.
Okay.
Right here. 2 doors right here? There's 2 of them back there, by the way.
Okay, there's 2 gender neutral bathrooms in here.
We don't really want you shooting the entire episode. Oh, we won't. I mean, there's no reason we would use the whole episode. Like, we would probably use at some point them talking just to have the sense that they're in the space.
Yeah, just like having the actual episode shot by someone else kind of
No, like
creates a separate.
there's no
content.
use to us to put out, like, I mean, because how long the episode is gonna run, right?
45 minutes.
Can we just say, like, during the episode, like, the chunk of it, like, he just turns it off and then he can shoot the end of it?
Just because I don't know what's gonna happen over the course of the episode, right?
Yeah, and we also didn't ask our crew if they wanted to be in content. You know,
We could also frame them out.
Let's just get into it. What inspired you to become who you are today and what you do? Because I know your work, obviously. I'm no stranger to it. I've been on the receiving end. Let's just get into it. What's made you make the choice to be who you are and what you do and develop this brand?
I like making comedy. The MAGA cult gives me a lot of just fresh, raw material at any given moment. As an improv person, the yes and that MAGA gives at any given moment is just world class. I mean, listen, I don't know how much you know about improv. You have to yes and you also have to work at the top of your intelligence.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
2 things that MAGA does extremely well in interviews and at all times. And so they're just fantastic improv partners. I could not ask for better.
So thanks to MAGA, you earn a living today, essentially. What you're saying
Thanks to Soros, I earn a living, okay?
So MAGA can't go away, then you're fucked.
What?
There's no career for you if MAGA goes away.
Oh my God. That would be, I really would love that.
This is a lifeline
Put me
for you.
out of, dude, I mean, that would be amazing. If white
Democrats?
supremacy went away, what would we do? What would we do without white
so you're
supremacy?
saying that everybody that's a MAGA supporter is a white supremacist?
No, I'm saying that it's not a deal breaker.
Okay.
It's not a deal breaker for MAGA if there's white supremacists in their ranks.
Why do you think the white supremacists are so attracted to this MAGA movement?
Well, listen, it's a
By the way, hold on, before you answer that. There is no evidence that there's white supremacy at large in this country, specifically in MAGA uniquely, right? No, there is no evidence of
White
that.
supremacy 100, and we've had this argument a lot.
Yeah, racism in this country, and I support that.
The notion that white people are supreme in America.
I literally have an interview with Patriot Front, like that I just did the other day. They came to see Donald Trump and J.D. Vance speak, and they came and they were accepted by the people at the March for Life.
Patriot Fund's the guys in the khakis.
Yeah.
They're clowns.
But they are.
I disavow them, and I know many people who disavow them.
Okay, great. But they fully support.
I don't
Trump.
know a
They're
single person who
anti-DE.
supports them, actually.
What?
I don't. I really don't.
Okay, great. So next time they come to a rally that you're at,
I've rebuked them before.
Okay, great. If we're at a rally together and you want to yell at them and chase them off, I'll
That's
back
not
you up
my
100%.
brand. I'm not crazy. That's the crazy brand, right? I don't do yelling.
If you want to
Find someone else to help
if you want
with
to
that.
tell them to fuck off and that they're pieces of shit, I'll stand behind you.
I'll send it in a tweet.
Yeah.
We got to go back to the notion that white supremacy does not exist. Are you saying that, or did I
didn't say it doesn't
misunderstand you?
exist. No.
We just talked about
It
Patriot.
is not proven to be widespread in this country. Is there racism? Sure, there is. Racism sucks. It's ugly, and you know how I feel about that. We talk about that
that's the
offline.
problem, George. See, that's me. People think
She was not done speaking.
You were into what? Well,
She wasn't done speaking.
But it's a conservative podcast. We're
It's
talking
not a
over
conservative
women.
podcast, actually.
We're talking over
open.
women.
It's an echo. It's an open,
Okay,
non-echo
so it's not
chamber
a
environment.
conservative podcast. Sorry, you can finish.
Actually, you were making your point about how you were talking.
I just said to you, like, I acknowledge racism exists, and I acknowledge that, and I think it's a bad thing. I just don't believe there's white supremacy at large, or white supremacy is the heart of MAGA. I think that's disingenuous, and that's a media spin. And by the way, it's the same media spin that led Democrats to lose the election. Hillary Clinton used to say that we should deport every single immigrant and that they're dangerous and violent, and this was in 2008.
Yeah, and Hillary Clinton.
Do you think we should deport every single immigrant, or are they all dangerous and violent?
Do I look like a Hillary stan to you?
Do you believe every immigrant is dangerous and violent?
No.
Hillary Clinton was a standing bearer of your party, of the Democrats.
Hillary Clinton?
For years, yes. Yes, she was. She was the face of your party.
Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton. I say Bill Clinton was the best Republican president this country ever had.
Now, explain to me something, because I do have a bone to pick with you, and I'm pretty sure you know that. Do you have a family?
Who doesn't have a family?
Do you have a wife, kids, or are you married? Do you
Sure.
No, it's a yes or no question.
Yes.
Okay. How would you feel if I turned to this audience and said, for all of my followers and all my listeners to go to your house right now and harass you at your home?
Listen, if I was a public official,
how would you feel though if somebody called?
If I was a United States Congressperson, if you're a United States Congressperson, that is fair game.
Oh, it's fair game to go harass my disabled niece who lives with me, my husband, my sister, people who live with me. You think it's appropriate to incite people to come to a public person's house, not just their workplace, which is fair game, and I took it every single day, but to their house? What does my house have to do with me being elected to office or not? That is dangerous.
Come to go protest at your house.
That is dangerous. A child lives with me. A disabled autistic child lives with me, which is my niece, which I'm the main caregiver for her. I think it's appropriate.
Can we fact check some of this?
That's
I
all
don't
true.
I literally don't believe anything
That's fine.
you're saying
It's all
right
true.
now.
Yeah, the Hillary Clinton thing you said earlier, that's false. She said that she felt strongly about the deportation of individuals with criminal convictions, but the vast majority of individuals are not criminals. So that's false. And
can we fact check the niece thing?
Yeah.
I literally don't believe a word he says.
That's fine.
Well,
you don't have to. I don't care if you do.
So Walter, did you? So Walter, what did you say?
Did I send people to your house?
Did you not incite that? Did you not suggest that?
Did I say let's go to his house? Let's
show me
this. What did I say? Let's go to his house and harass his niece that
Let's
doesn't
also
live
harass
with him.
Santos at his home and NY office. This is his own post.
Okay, on January 10th, 2023. This is a tweet. Is this from Twitter?
Yeah, that's a tweet.
Okay, so yeah, it says, let's also harass Santos at his house in New York.
So do you stand by
So
those
did
words?
people come there because of that tweet?
Listen,
I did have people come to my house.
You're no
whether it's him
longer
or
an
not.
elected official, so I don't stand by it as a private citizen. As a public, as an elected United States Congressperson, I absolutely stand by it.
That's wrong.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
That's
great.
wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong when they did it to Kavanaugh. It's wrong when they did it to Clarence
Oh my
Thomas.
God. Oh.
It's wrong when they did it to every
Poor
single elected
Clarence
official.
Thomas, poor Kavanaugh.
It's wrong.
And now
it's
he's
wrong
gonna
when
have-
they did it to Pelosi and what they did to her husband. It's
And,
wrong.
So
wrong.
they're gonna have to get another, billionaire to fund, pay their mortgage and have a move and stuff like that.
That's just not true.
It's terrible.
None of that is true.
None of it is true.
How do you live in a world like that?
Where Clarence Thomas and Kavanaugh,
Nobody pays for
no
their
one got their
mortgage.
mortgage paid for. No one had billionaires send them around the world and give them lavish trips and stuff like that. Can we fact check all that? Yeah.
Burling probe.
Harlan Crow. Yeah, Harlan Crow. Yeah, thank you.
I don't care about what your fact checker friends say or not. Like public officials, like judges, elected congressmen and senators and Supreme Court justices at their home.
Do you want to take away people's rights?
I took nobody's rights away to anything. I voted no such time against abortion.
Well, I mean, you didn't have time to vote for anything.
Yes, I did. It went on the floor. It was.
You got thrown out of Congress.
It was on the floor, and I voted against it. My record stands by it. It was on the floor, and I voted against it in an amendment.
You're part of the Republican Party.
That doesn't. We're not a monolith.
What?
We're not a monolith.
Okay, great. I know. I'm sorry. We're very diverse. I'm sure you're very.
Dude, I'm a gay man in the Republican Party.
You're a gay man who, helps them, gives them, cover for when they want to be, anti-LGBTQ.
Cover for what? Over 60 members of Congress voted to codify the Marriage Equality Act. What are you talking about?
The Marriage Equality. Okay.
Please. Tell me, what's your thought on that?
Okay, I'm sorry. You know what? They don't. They're
no, you're
totally
not sorry. You're sarcastic.
You know what? I'm sorry. I'm accusing the MAGA movement of being anti-LGBTQ.
Scott Bessent's the first openly gay Treasury Secretary. Trump appointed him. Rick Grenell was the first acting secretary in a cabinet. He's also gay.
That was my question.
Tammy Bruce is the spokesperson for the State Department. She's a lesbian woman.
Yeah, and
this is Trump's administration right now.
They're trying. That's their problem. There is
How is it their problem?
Okay, there is a white supremacist by the name of Fuentes. All right, if people want to go,
Nick Fuentes is a piece of shit.
Yeah,
I'm the biggest anti-Nick Fuentes human being.
My point
you
is
came
that
to the wrong place.
Want
with the
to
wrong
take away their own rights and get with the party that wants to take away their own rights.
So
that's their problem.
Let me clarify this to you in case you don't know.
Nick
Walter
Fuentes is a white supremacist, and his last name is Fuentes. Okay.
You came with the wrong pie to the wrong kitchen. I hate Nick Fuentes.
You guys are agreeing on something.
No,
Wow,
because it's not. It's because I don't live and look at the world from a vernacular of a skewed person who thinks everything is a monolith. That's how he lives. I can't live like that.
Well, he's chosen one particular group to focus on.
And he thinks they live in unison and a monolith.
Nobody's a monolith,
it's not a deal
That's the
breaker.
thing.
Right? I mean, listen, there's the saying
they're
goes.
okay with racism. Kind of
not
okay
true.
with
I'm
white
not okay with
supremacy.
racism.
You kind of are.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm the first one. I'm not a racist person.
Listen, MAGA has no enemies to the right. The Democrats have no friends to the left. That's how the saying goes. Okay? That's all right. So you can be as right wing as you want in the Republican
That's not
MAGA
true.
movement.
I disavow of that. I disagree. And you know what? I talk about this from a personal experience. I don't support anybody that goes far nuts, cuckoo crazy to the right. And I have friends on the Democrat side who served with me in Congress who also don't agree with the extremes of their left-wing party. So that's not true. There's a lot of us who like to talk in the middle and try to get things done.
That's what we're doing right now.
No, this is cited a crowd to go to their house to protest.
Or
harass, as you said.
Okay, yeah, I said harass. Did I say go throw a Molotov through your window?
Well, that's harass. That's a form of harassment for some.
Listen, if you're a public official, you know what? That is par for the course. If you're a public official, you know what? People are going to protest at your house. That is baked. Can we get a copy of the Constitution flown in here?
No, can you please stop walking into our frame?
Yeah, sorry. Here you go. Also worth noting, the judge he mentioned was murdered by a right-wing extremist. Her son was an anti-feminist right-wing guy. Pelosi attacked by an extreme right-winger. As a matter of fact, every example of political violence by the right wing, not the left.
No, thank you. I'm sorry. What were we saying?
Is there anything else that makes you tick? Can you share something that we can humanize you with, maybe?
Okay. Kind of a boring guy. I mean, I play board games. I do a lot of Muay Thai.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got into Muay Thai, after I started doing this stuff. Figured it might be helpful.
Have you ever had to use the skills out there on the street? Because you come across some interesting characters.
I kind of want to have a clean record of nonviolence.
Yeah.
That's good.
Not, if you look at every video, there's not one video where my hands go above my waist. I'm never threatening anyone, physically. It's just all like, you're exercising your freedom of speech. I'm exercising mine. Of course, because we're practicing a wonderful democracy.
And I think it's great because why would you get your hands dirty when all you do is tweet for people to go do your dirty job for you, right?
For the record, George Santos understands stochastic terrorism. Is that the takeaway? Okay,
You can say whatever
it's
you
not
want.
Okay, so that's not a question. It's a statement. George Santos understands stochastic terrorism. I think we should talk so much about that. That's great. If you can, denounce stochastic terrorism, there's a lot.
Barone, for the people that are listening or watching that don't know the exact definition, could you pull it up?
Yep. Stochastic terrorism is a form of political violence instigated by hostile public rhetoric directed at a group or an individual.
If you want to insult the Democratic Party, I really want you to know that I'm fucking into that.
Good.
If
Did you see what Hakeem Jeffries did today?
I really want us to hate them for the same reasons, not because of this gender neutral bathroom nonsense that you're pushing.
No, you say nonsense. I say it's a problem. I think
you have 2 gender neutral bathrooms in your studio. You only have gender neutral bathrooms
we're
here.
all working adults here.
I came in, I went to use the bathroom, and I was like, wait, both bathrooms are gender neutral. And they're not even marked. There's no men, woman. It's just they're both non-binary. Okay, George Santos has 2 non-binary gender neutral bathrooms unmarked in his fucking studio.
Were you confused with the doors?
Oh my God, yeah. I went to go into the bathroom.
So what'd you do? Did you pee in your mouth?
I was so confused about my sexuality in the moment. I was like, oh my God, what do I do? There's a bathroom. There's not a sign on it. There's not a man, woman. What do I do with this thing I had at birth? I want to cut it off.
So Walter, has anybody ever left you speechless? I follow you on TikTok and I watch a lot of the interviews, the street style interviews, and you're owning these people. But have you ever come across anybody that's just left you literally?
Where I have no words.
Yes.
Where they just shock me into oblivion.
Yes.
Most conversations kind of shock me.
Okay.
I'm shocked when I meet someone that's LGBTQ who owes all the rights they have from progressives fighting for them for decades.
It's not true.
And then they walk away and they go, I'm going to join the movement that wants to roll these rights back. I am shocked and amazed every time.
What's your theory behind why groups of people do that? Why?
Well, historically, people are always attracted to the power centers. So there's always people like George Santos, right? There's always people like him.
Well, what's like him? Can you define like George Santos?
It's let me get closer, and for whatever I'm not going to talk about your motivations, whether it's grift or access to power, and let me get closer to the people that want to take away my rights, wholesale, as a Latino, LGBTQ person. Let me get closer to the people that are against both of those things simultaneously.
How thick are you? You're thick.
Yeah.
You're fucking thick.
Dude,
You're thick. Do you know why? I just spent, since 2015 to now, 10 years.
Sure you're a champion
10
of
years
LGBTQ
being
rights.
called grifter, racist, a threat to democracy, enemies within. These are all things. These are all things.
No, what else?
Let me finish my
lied
point.
about being Jewish. Lied about when your mother died.
I never did
No,
that
no,
either.
no.
but
We're talking about the things you've been called the last 10 years. No, we're not done. So it's you lied about when your mother died. You lied about when school you went to. Your mom died on 9/11, and then when else did his mom die? 2 separate days.
I can't do this because, first of all, this is disrespectful. It's my mother you're talking about. I never said my mom died on 9/11. Check your fucking self. You're just listening to headlines and bullshit of people taking shit out of context. Okay. Now, if you want this interview to continue,
just for the record,
you take my mother's fucking name out of your fucking mouth, and then we'll continue this fucking interview. But if you don't, then we're going to have a real life problem. So let's not do that, and let me finish my fucking point on my fucking podcast.
I'm not the one who lied about when his mother...
Did I
lie about when your mother died? Did I say she died on 9/11? No,
Neither did I. Neither did I. Find it where I said she died on 9/11.
Called me thick.
So I'm going to repeat myself. What you're doing
is amazing.
You're thick. You're thick because your ignorance
You just said that you never lied about your mom dying on 9/11.
So wait. Let me pause this. I got to side with him, and I rarely do.
Read the context of the tweet.
Let's
9/11 claimed my mother's life, so I'm blocking, so I don't have
So
to
read
this again.
the context of the entire
sorry.
thread.
Oh, sorry. Did we do that with Walter's tweet? I forgot.
So wait, guys, wait a minute.
Well, his was a tweet. That was an
George, can
answer
I-
to
can
a
I-
tweet.
hey, George,
Yeah,
can I
there
That's
we
an
go.
answer.
There we go.
Let me
Thank
drive
you.
for a
Thank
second.
you.
Oh, you got the kiss.
Maximilian, Walter and Maximilian.
Thank you.
Can you? I
This
need you to
is
step out.
fucking
Step out,
insane.
okay?
Please get out of the
Step out
set.
for a second.
Thank you.
Walter, let's move on from the mom talk.
wasn't done.
No, we're gonna move on from the mom talk. Okay, I know that's a sensitive issue for him. We do know how his mom passed. She is no longer with us. But let's not talk about that particular lie, because there's tons of other lies that he's told that we can focus on. Can we all just have respect enough for that?
Can I just focus? I want to finish. You said that people like me float to the power structure.
The power centers.
The power centers, right?
Yes.
What power? What it was a net negative. Do you know
White
how
power.
much do you know how much easier my life would be if I conformed and was a Democrat? Do you know how easy I'd have it? Do you know how easy it is to be a gay man and be a Democrat? Nobody questions you.
Wait, you're saying it's easy to be a gay man
And a
gay
Democrat.
Latino man? Wait, as long as you're a
so
Democrat,
easy.
it's just
so much easier.
Oh my God.
It was so much
All
easier
roses.
coming out gay than it was coming out conservative.
So you were born conservative, is that it?
I was conservative since
So you're
I
saying
can
being
figure 2 plus
conservative
2
is
was
a-
4.
So wait, being gay, that's not a choice. You're born gay. You're also born conservative.
No, we're not born conservative or liberal. We're
But you're born gay.
God.
Okay, but I'm trying to piece the, I'm got to
Like,
string
look,
this
I
together.
I get your style, and I know
yeah.
you think you got something here, and like it's cool. I'll give you the win. Take whatever you want. Edit this, blotch it up, splice it up. I'm so fucking used to it, and it's so boring to me. Like whatever you think you're doing here and
Dude, being
creating
a gay-
for your
being a
camera
gay
is
conservative
so
influencer
overdone.
is
It's
so-
been done.
Being a gay conservative influencer is like, there's shmoneys in that. Dave Rubin, Ben Shapiro. I mean, who else?
and Ben Shapiro gay?
Wait, what?
Did you just call them gay?
Wait, I'm sorry. I was talking about gay conservative influencers.
And then you started naming Dave Rubin and Josh and Shapiro. Like,
Oh.
where did you
Wait.
get this shit from?
Wait, who? I'm sorry. Maybe I'm miss.
I'm not
Can we
gonna-
fact check who the top 5 conservative gay influencers are?
He's married to a man.
Who?
Dave Rubin.
Dave Rubin he's married. Yeah, he's a
So is Shapiro?
You looking for the Republicans?
Yeah.
gay.
All right. So.
No, Shapiro's not out.
Shapiro. Okay, yeah. So I'm sorry, Shapiro. I listen. You know what?
Did you guys just out him?
No.
I literally
okay.
hope he sues the shit out of you.
Listen. I don't. Listen, Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro. Okay, listen. As a member of, I understand people in the LGBTQ community don't want to be outed.
Not gay.
Yes. No. Yeah.
Not gay.
Listen, for the record, Ben Shapiro is not gay. He's not gay at all. All right. Forget I ever said that. Okay. And don't ever just out someone in the gay community. That, you know what? I apologize for that. I'm sorry.
Let's move on. So then you mentioned something. You said as soon as you could remember, you could choose a side. You chose conservative. What were
I was
your
a
life
teenager.
experiences? Because I think that's what helps us is our life experiences. What happened?
It's a nurture.
Yeah, is it environmental? Is it
my
nature
family.
versus
I
nurture?
come from a conservative family.
Sure.
I don't believe in banning abortion. I don't believe in banning gay rights. I don't believe in banning interracial marriages. I don't believe in overturning none of our statutes that we have of protections for people to have equitable and equal lives in this country. What I disagree with is doing anything that I believe could be harmful to the development of children. I'll give you an example. Have you ever encountered a book called Genderqueer? I'm just asking.
The book called Genderqueer. Yeah.
It's
I
a
know about. I think that book probably sold like 200 copies nationwide. And after Marjorie Taylor Greene got
It wasn't
his hand-
Marjorie. It wasn't Marjorie.
Once the Republican Congresspeople got their hands
It was
on
a
it,
school board in
they
Texas.
sent it to every single person. They showed pictures of it on the floor of Congress.
That was me.
Why did they do that?
There
I was the one who did the picture of it.
I don't think anyone was ever going to read that book ever until the Republican Congresspeople got up and were like waving it around.
So the
That's not
Republicans
true.
promoted the book?
Republicans did more promotion for that book.
That's not true.
Than anything.
The book
I've
was
ever
found
seen.
amply in school libraries across the country, and it got the attention of a parent in a school board, I believe in Texas, to which took it to the open mic night at a school board in Texas and said, look, I saw this book. I didn't think much of it. And then I just started going through it. And then there's a blowjob. There's a fucking blowjob. Like literally a picture of a blowjob in the book. And an 8th grader was reading it. Are you fucking kidding me?
Do you want to age restrict books in school?
I don't think.
You want to age restrict?
Don't we restrict porn? Don't we restrict porn and pornographic material?
There was a book I saw in the children's library where like these 2 daughters like take turns having sex with their dad. And everything was like crazy.
That's gross. I don't even know that
That's
gross.
the Bible.
Whatever.
That's the Bible, George.
I'm not getting.
It's the Bible.
I'm not getting into scripture with you.
Okay.
Really not. Really not.
Okay. Thank you, George. You know what? Let's get the Bible out of schools, public schools, private. You know what? Kids shouldn't have to be.
Well, isn't that what public school is? Separation of church and state?
There's.
I mean, that's what
I was
it's
never
supposed
taught.
to be.
I was never taught any single religious anything in school in public school in New York City.
Was genderqueer being taught as part of a curriculum? No.
Genderqueer has been found to be on teachers' reading lists across the nation. Yes.
Can we get a list of books that are pornographic that are readily available in libraries?
But how are these books getting into the libraries of school? Is somebody bringing?
No, wait. It's shoulder.
Yeah.
So kiss his head again.
Yeah,
You gotta kiss his head.
It comes at the end, George.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, wait.
So pamper him.
Genderqueer was only available on reading lists for high school students, so not elementary school.
Not
They're
true.
conflating.
Not true.
Except for in one case, which we've made a national thing of, not present in sex ed curriculum as you claimed or implied.
I didn't say sex ed. I said
we were talking about sex ed.
School teachers' reading lists.
And it does have a caution to parents about the graphic nature of it.
That's after. That's not on the first print. That was on the second print.
In the reading list, yeah.
Well, you are very versed in genderqueer.
This is a good book. But also,
of course, I mean, if you're into that shit. But
Okay.
pat him on the shoulder, kiss him on the head, and get
There
the
you
fuck out of
go.
my
Thank
face.
you.
Kiss him on the head. There you go.
Thank you.
Oh, good boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you done paying off that fraud case?
All right.
There you go.
So let's keep going.
Let's keep going.
And we got a few.
Let's put all this aside here and let's have. So, what is your next? What's next? I mean, you got 4 years of material with Trump. So I'm very curious. Will we see you at this new press credential at the White House thing that they're giving away? Are you applying for that?
Oh my God, should I apply for that?
I don't know. They're giving it to influencers. I mean, you have
They
a
are giving it to
following.
influencers.
You know what? If you see me in the White House press corps, it's
You
because
can thank
of
George.
Santos.
Oh God!
Whoa. Fake news. That is publicly offered available information.
Okay.
I'm asking,
didn't
are
know.
you applying?
He's
So
gonna
are we
do
going to
it.
see you in the halls of Congress like we famously have seen you like trolling members of Congress before?
Matt Gaetz.
Yeah.
calling
He's no
him a
longer in
pedophile.
Congress though, so you lost a lot of material.
Yeah. Matt Gaetz, we're gonna miss him. Actually, listen, if you watch the recent material, you see me going and attempting to try and have very straightforward conversations with people I disagree with. The conversation gets derailed if they want to, be a clown, and then I'm like, all right, great.
But you
goof
clown
now.
them too, though. Come on, let's be fair.
I mean, listen, I don't have to work very hard. You do this to yourself. I mean, I was trying to have a nice, respectful
I
conversation
think this was
with you.
somewhat as respectful as it could have possibly been.
Yeah, it didn't get physical. Or
And it never will, not at least on my part.
Yeah, not on my part.
I just got to worry when
Maybe
I go
on
home.
my part.
When you go home.
I just got to worry when I go home if you're not going to tell your followers to go harass me at my house again.
He's not going to do
God,
that.
yeah. Well, you're not in public office anymore.
Oh,
You
right.
got
You don't
kicked
care.
out
That's
of
right, yeah.
Congress by literally everyone.
With no, that's actually factually inaccurate. But sure.
Okay, so who kicked you out?
It wasn't everyone.
Okay, so
You said everyone. Everyone implies every single person. It's not true.
Touche, George. So
Aren't we
those-
fact-checking?
Those 2
Can
to
you pat me on the
3.
shoulder? Thank you.
Those
Can you
2 to
kiss
3
my
people.
people?
Let's ask your producer who didn't vote.
There was like
to kick you out of-
100 and something people who voted against it, and 2 of them were Democrats.
Let's
And there
get
were
their names. Let's get their names.
Two Democrats
There's
voted
2
president.
Democrats that thought you should be in
No, they
public
were
office.
actually part of the ethics committee and didn't think that the entire process was fair.
Yeah, great. Oh, great. Let's go protest at their house.
No,
I'm sorry, can we get their names?
absolutely not. No.
What?
That's wrong.
What? Protesting in front of someone's house?
That's so wrong. It's dangerous, man. Literally dangerous.
So 8 members missed the vote. Expulsion would have been 290, but since 8 members missed the vote, threshold was 285. 2 Democrats voted to keep Santos, Virginia Scott, and Georgia Williams.
Okay, yeah. Let's get.
No.
Can we get a protest
No.
going in front of their house, please?
Absolutely not.
There we
Absolutely
go.
We're not
Yeah,
sending
let's get
anybody anywhere.
Let's just get some.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so Walter, you're very animated. It's amazing. You've made a lot of points here. I gotta say, Naja, I'll give it to you. This was entertaining. It got me going. It got me loosed up.
For once, it's not me sweating.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
so-
not sweating, but I'm on my feet, and you got to think on your feet when you're with a person whose entire MO is being witty, quick on their feet. So
He
it's
is quick on his feet.
not fun.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think both of you guys played as nice as possible today.
I think it couldn't have been.
I was
better than
afraid
this.
for
Yeah.
a few moments.
What
I
about
was
like
kind
a-
of scared.
What about like a thumb war? Like,
Absolutely.
You have big
Anyway,
thumbs.
So we do this little game here.
It's
Every
fun
guest. Okay.
Okay.
It's fun.
He's gonna turn it not fun though.
You need to tell us two truths and a lie, and we just got to figure out which one is the lie.
Oh.
We can give you a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you know,
Okay.
The truth and a lie.
Okay.
I have a great record, by the way, of figuring out which the lie is, obviously.
And I don't, because I'm.
Well, you
And I
figured it out
believe-
twice
we-
already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to convince us, and we have to figure out which one is
The lie.
the lie.
Come on, Walter, you're good at this. You're quick on your feet.
Okay, so let me see. I ran over like a bear with my car, and while I was on my way, from the city, I was coming back from the country.
Jump it off in Central Park.
Yes.
Okay, keep going.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
All right.
And I was just like,
yeah, there was a whole news thing the next day. Yeah, I get it. Keep going.
okay,
Tell me
okay. Oh my God. All right. Well, let me now tell the lie then. Okay. So my work with the cartels is just, it's fully documented with the federal government. Let me see. Let's get a lie. Let's make up a lie here. Okay.
Is he telling us what the lie is?
Well, you said it's two truths and one lie, so I gave you two truths.
You're not supposed to
And
tell
wait.
us.
Oh, fuck! Okay. No, I thought it was like I give you two truths and I say something that's not true.
No.
Oh, fuck. Can we? Okay.
We'll start over. It's okay.
I said I was, so my mom died on 9/11. I said I was Jewish and I went to NYU, but I really went to Baruch.
Okay, keep going.
I once stole a veteran's dog.
Yeah. You know what? This was great to have you. It was great to have you, Walter. We're definitely not going to get it out of you because you want to waste our time, but we have better
Okay.
stuff to do. But I mean, seriously.
Walter, listen. He just didn't understand the rules of the game.
No, wait.
He understood.
You know what? Listen, I feel like I have it now. I feel like I have it. I feel like if we do it again, I I can totally get it.
Walter,
You know what?
it
Let's
was
start over.
It was
You know what?
great
Wait, hold
to
on.
have
Wait,
you.
I'm gonna walk out and then I'm gonna walk back in and we'll do it.
You're gonna walk out
Wait,
and keep walking.
you tell me I can't
No,
play
you're
the.
just gonna walk out.
So wait, did I lose?
Yeah, no. You're
Well, wait, which one was the lie?
It's over.
Which one was the lie?
Dude, it's over.
You missed
Everything that came out of your mouth essentially was a lie.
Okay.
But you know what? It was great to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Naja?
Listen, Walter, I enjoyed myself. I'm so glad you came. In my opinion, you're always welcome back here.
Well, yeah.
With limitations.
It says George Santos there, so the invite doesn't extend that way. So, all right. Thank you so much for being here, Walter.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Now
Now we can
Oh.
all
we gotta take group photos, guys. Hold on.
Did you know you were the voice of our podcast for like 6 months?
I did not know.
What?
Oh yeah,
It
no.
was the intro to our
Did you have,
podcast.
like-
You were the intro to our podcast. It was great.
Yeah.
George Santos.
My intellectual
George
property.
Santos, the one man who lied about being Jewish to get in with the Nazis. George Santos, everyone. We did, it was good?
No, I think it was good. I think you did such a good job. Do you want to piggyback, Ryan?
Oh, yes. Okay. Take care, everyone.
We wanted to gift you. This is the anti-labor part of Project 2025.
If you could just have George Santos sign it, please.
Okay.
Okay.
That's great.
All right. Bye, everyone. We love you all except for one person who could go fuck himself.
Wait, oh, this is the closet. It's so appropriate.
You guys are assholes.
Yeah, I also like that he's like, this is a place where professionals work, as opposed to Congress, where they're banning it. It's like, no, we're responsible adults here. It's not the United States Congress, where they have to ban gender-neutral death. Yeah, it was like so weird watching that like masterless version of the like Republican debating thing, where he's just like, you know, we're talking about sexual education. Meanwhile, this unrelated book. And it's just like, slip that in there. You said to protest in my house. Did you know that someone hit Nancy Pelosi's husband with a hammer?
Yeah, it's like, so for the record, George Santos understands stochastic terrorism.
It would have been nice if you clarified that you never asked people to be violent.
Yeah.
You didn't ask people who are sending murderers and rapists here.
Yeah.
It's right of people to defend.
Well, that was George Santos's podcast. I trust they'll be having you back soon.
Oh my God, I think I'm going to be a regular there.
Yeah.
Really. It's amazing.
He was so furious that I was giving you male affection.
I know.
He's just like,
I know, this.
he's like rubbing his shoulders. That's kind of gay, you guys.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Don't you think it would have been easier if I was gay and Latino in Democratic circles versus the Republican ones?
I was like, you're so close to the point. I was like, you're so close to the point.
Yeah, just the debating style of just, we are introducing a subject. Now, let's talk about something related but incendiary.
Yeah.
Did I say groomer? I never said groomer. What I said is teachers are taking our children and sexualizing them using gay materials in books. Did I say the word groomer? I just said that our children are in danger of the woke the woke mind virus.
I love how he just dipped immediately after they were done recording. He was like,
I'm surprised he lasted the whole time. He was ready to run.
He almost left when you started talking about his mom.
Yeah.
I was like, we're in dangerous about to get kicked out of his fucking room territory.
yeah. That's performative nonsense. He wasn't going to do that because he actually needs this episode.
Yes, he needs all these episodes to make money so that he can pay his legal fines for fraud.
Yeah.
Which, did you like that I threw the question in?
Yeah, and also in Two Truths and a Lie, I was like,
Two Truths and a Lie.
Yeah.
I was like, we're going to play a fun game with Walter, where he has to consent to playing your game the way you want. I gotta say, their team was very much like, you're not gonna film the whole time, are you?
Yeah, and we're like, yes, we are.
Oh, no, I was very much like, listen, we're probably not even gonna use the audio once the show starts.
Listen, the best part is while you were talking to them, I was filming just your shoes in the conference room because that's all I could see. Because I was like, I know Max has the audio for this. This is going to be fucking perfect. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. Over and out.
Catch you later.